Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today is an amazing day because I just did a little bit of light grocery shopping. This is very light for me, but I thought I would take you through like a little bit of a meal prep day with me. We can chat about some things, have some fun, get some tips, you know, all that good stuff. So make sure you stay tuned. So I just gotta brag a little bit because I am a proud bargain hunter. In fact, it's like one of my favorite pastimes. I love grocery shopping and I love finding those deals. It's like finding treasure. So you'll find that I'm one of the best people when it comes to good deals and I'm proud of it. But I kind of want to show you some of the things I picked up at the store. And like I said, this isn't like a full shopping trip or anything like that because I already have a lot of the stuff, and to be honest, I'm lucky enough to have a few sponsors that take care of my meals, and I got me some MuscleEgg too, which I'll show you in a bit here, but I'm gonna show you these deals, okay? So brace yourself. I hope you're sitting down because you might pass out from the excitement of the good deals I have in these bags. So Christmas has passed, but that doesn't mean that the flavors of Christmas taste any less good, right? So can you believe I got these sweeteners for 29 freaking cents just because they're gingerbread cookie? I can't believe it, but it's amazing. And I've tried these before, so good, such a good deal. I got me some discounted sweet leaf stevia syrup. Oh my gosh, $1.50, such a bargain. Some of these I didn't get on sale, but they were cheap anyway, like these pickles. I love pickles. I like to slice them up. I like to put stevia on it, and sometimes I even just like to put it in my meals because it adds like a little texture, a little crunch, a little flavor. I love me some pickles. This is what I do. So I'll get the pickles, right? I'll use the pickles for like my meals and stuff, but I keep the juice because I like to put stevia in the juice and drink pickle juice. I'm so weird, I know, but I think it tastes so good. I love it. It's like the acidity of the pickle juice is amazing to me. Anyway, I got this sugar-free chai tea latte, so I can make nice little drinks and stuff with that. I got me some protein crisps. Oh, my favorite gum is the Wrigley's 5 gum. I also like extra gum as well. They're both really good brands. I chew a lot of gum. I'm like obsessed with dental hygiene. I'm always flossing, always brushing, always chewing gum. So, you know. And can you believe that they discounted this chicken broth for 25 cents, just because it's dented, like whatever. And then I got these steel cut oats, $1.99 here. And I got me some, I love this flavor of Quaker crisps here. It's the rice crisps. I'm not like a rice cake fan really, but these are, ooh. I got an onion because I like to meal prep some of my foods with the onion for some flavors. Got some sugar-free gelatin dessert here on sale, of course, but it's always more price efficient to get the box sugar-free jellos rather than the cup. I got some sunflower seed butter to-go packets, which is great. I like to put these in my purse or in my car for a quick little snack if I'm on the go or hungry. And then I got some cheap diet cola, and I just gotta give a shout out to the marketing here of this product. It says OMG 0 cows, and that's exactly what I said when I tasted this. So I got me some beets, which are great in salads. I've cooked with these a few videos ago, but I'm like obsessed with beets now. I also got a cucumber. I like to slice this bad boy up, put stevia on it, put salt on it. Tastes really good for a snack in between meals. Some cabbage mix on sale. So I like to use cabbage for those days that I'm like extra hungry, but I don't want to go off my meal plan too much. I'll just kind of throw a handful of chopped cabbage in my food for volume after it's already been cooked. So I'll kind of just, you know, throw it in there, adds volume to the meal. I don't really count cabbage or lettuce as like towards my calorie count, if that makes sense. So they're like a free calorie for me. I got these yogurts. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I gotta put these down just to pat myself on the back here because look at these deals. Tell me you can find a better deal than this. You can't. It's like I don't even find the deals find me. I love me a good deal. Food that's on sale, food like this, it tastes better than the non-stale foods. That's a fact. It's a scientifically proven double-blinded study. It's Greek yogurt, 19 cents. Are they about to expire? Yes. I don't really let them expire though. I never let food go to waste. That's the thing. One of my pet peeves is like when people waste food. I hate that. I'm the one that's going to like the produce section and stuff, buying the discounted vegetables, although they have like a 2-day life on them left. What I usually do is I like to chop them up. I like to cook them and then freeze them, because once you freeze it, it's good for a lot longer. And I do that with a lot of foods. I'll just freeze it if I know it's about to expire and it's a good deal. I'll buy it and then chop it up, cook it, freeze it. So, oh, and I also picked up my favorite sugar-free drink mixes, these Skittles. Like, they are so awesome. I use these for more than just water. This is probably my favorite flavor. The green apple flavor, so good. But you know what? With these sugar-free drink mixes, you can use these for like food too. And I'll show you what I mean. So for the orange, for example, I can make orange chicken, and I use this packet with probably about a pound of chicken. I'll use Bragg's liquid aminos, and it kind of tastes like a little Asian-inspired chicken. And I do the same thing too with lemonade packets. I'll use a packet of a lemonade drink mix, and then I'll put lemon pepper seasoning on top. So good. If you want to try as well, by all means, you might find you really like it. So some cashew milk yogurt, unsweetened, but just a few of the items I got, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be prepping some of my foods. It's not gonna be like a full day eating or anything, but I think it's helpful for me to show you guys how I prepare my foods for a week. And let's go ahead and get these meals prepping. Well, I'm back, and we are about to cook some MuscleEgg coconut pancakes. So let me start off by saying what MuscleEgg is, because I actually get quite a few questions about MuscleEgg because it is such an interesting product. So MuscleEgg is flavored egg whites. So what makes them very interesting and unique is the fact that they are flavored like dessert. Crazy, right? This one is cake batter. Like, come on, guys. You cannot get cake batter flavored egg whites at the store. This is the only way I can eat eggs. Honestly, I do not like savory eggs. I do not like cheesy eggs. I don't like omelets. That is gross to me. What I can consume though is egg whites that taste like dessert. And if you know how to cook it correctly, it is fantastic. And you can do so many things with it. You can cook pancakes with it. You can cook it as like a fold over. You can even consume it raw because it's been pasteurized. So you can use that instead of like a protein shake, for example, or make it into a smoothie. And I'll show you how I make MuscleEgg pancakes, all right? So we're gonna start with 1 cup of MuscleEgg. If you don't have MuscleEgg, of course you use egg whites, but MuscleEgg is gonna be the best for this. And I'm using the cake batter flavored egg whites today. So just 1 cup of that. 1/4 cup of coconut flour, which coconut flour is great because coconut flour is very low carb, high fiber, and it tastes amazing as a very thick texture. So it's great for cooking things like this. And I'll just kind of whisk this all together in here until it gets thick. So it's gonna take a few minutes to get thick. So what you're gonna need now is some cooking spray, a spatula, which I love this spatula. It's specially made for pancake flippings. So I'm gonna spray, and then we're gonna be cooking some pancakes. I always like to make the pancakes a little bit smaller. So I guess technically, like, what do they call it? Flapjacks or something. So they'll be a little bit smaller because they're easier to like turn over. So my pancakes are all done. Look how beautiful they are. These are really good for like on the go as well. You can just put them in a plastic bag, take them out, just eat them like this. But you can also put them on a plate, use your sugar-free syrup. And I also want to give you guys a good tip out there too if you're looking for flavor variety, whether it be in your protein shake or your pancakes, whatever. There's a company called Devotion Nutrition, and they make these little flavoring packets that are just flavorings. It's just like stevia and flavoring. So like, let's say you wanted cinnamon crunch cereal flavored pancakes, you can use one of these. Additionally, what I like to make for the week are just 1 cup of cooked MuscleEgg. So this is literally just 1 cup of cooked muscle egg. I put it on the pan and I just flip it over like this, and I put them in a container for the week. So this is what they kind of look like. It's just egg whites, and this one is also cake batter, by the way. But this is typically, well, not even typically, more often than not, this is like my first meal of the day. I'll just put one of these on a plate for breakfast, put some sugar-free syrup on top and some flax oil as well. This one is cake batter flavored. So good, so good. So if you want to check out MuscleEgg for yourself, I'm going to put the link in my description so you can give it a go and let me know how you like it. So as I mentioned previously, I'm lucky that I get food delivered to me via Trifecta meal prep service. So I typically just get, you know, the basics. We get chicken, steak, and veggies. I'll be honest, I'm not a fish person. They also have fish and stuff too, but I hate fish. I hate seafood. It's disgusting. I'm not allergic to it. It's just disgusting. So I never eat any kind of fish. I'm very picky, very, very picky. In fact, I basically just do either steak or chicken when it comes to like meat. But you know, at least I like MuscleEgg too. A lot of people ask, Ashley, how can you eat the same foods over and over and over, especially since you're so picky? And I gotta respond with, cook it differently, season it differently, use different condiments. I can make chicken and broccoli taste so different, although it's basically the same thing. So sometimes I'll use a crock pot to shred up my chicken and cook it. Sometimes I'll make it crispy by putting it on the stove and sauteing it with some garlic, or I'll use my air fryer. The possibilities are endless, but as long as you cook it, prepare it, and season it differently, then it's almost like a different food. So that's how I've been doing it. And thank goodness I have a lot of condiments, a lot of seasonings. So, you know, that's my thing. But Trifecta is already cooked, obviously, but if I wanna shred it and have that kind of texture, I'll use a crock pot and slow cook it. In fact, last night I cooked some Trifecta steak. So as you can see, it's shredded. So this is the texture I get when I crock pot my chicken. I basically just use salt and I throw my steak in there overnight. It cooks for like 8 to 12 hours on low, and this is how it turns out in the end. And if I want to, I can put some seasoning in there. I can use some condiments, whatever I want to do. That's how I usually prepare my meals for the week, is I'll just kind of cook them in chunks and then distribute them in little containers. How did I forget the word container? What are those things called? Containers? That's new to me. But anyway, yeah, I'll kind of cook it and distribute it in containers, which I'll show you in just a second. So for example, these are already some cooked, prepared, seasoned chicken and cauliflower meals. I used the crock pot to cook these and I shredded it with some cauliflower, some seasoning, and I just put them in these containers, which are reused from like a Japanese to-go restaurant. Like, you know, I never waste these things. I reuse the containers. These are great. So I'll just kind of put them in here, and I'll usually cook for, or I should say prepare, because it's already cooked, but I'll prepare about a week's worth of food. However, I will throw half of that into the freezer because I like to keep my food very fresh. So if I can keep it for 3 to 4 days, that's ideal. So half of it goes in the fridge, half goes in the freezer. That way, once I finish with the fridge food, I pull out the freezer and it's way more fresh that way. So some of this chicken I will be just putting in the crock pot to cook, to be shredded, or I should say cook more so I can shred it. And then half I will be putting on the skillet. Look at these beautiful chicken boobies. They're gorgeous. I'm going to saute this one in the pan too. And I need to show you guys a lifesaver when it comes to chopping up vegetables and everything like that. All right, so what I do when I want to chop up vegetables or meat is I'll do this. I'll just put it on a cutting board. I like to use this to cut up my meat because it's super convenient. It's called an ulu, I think. A little closer. It looks like a torture device. A very nice girl from Alaska actually got this for me, and it's like been a few years, and honestly, still using it. It's so helpful because look, I can just cut up my meat like this, And as I chop up my steak, we'll talk a little bit. You know, I've been getting a lot of questions about my competition season coming up, and I do want to compete quite a bit. And that is my thing. I love competing. I really, really do. I get bored if I don't compete, you know? So I do planning on competing quite a bit, although I'm already qualified for Olympia. If you won the Olympia once, you're qualified for life. But last year I got into a little controversy. Some girls were very unhappy that I was competing, even though I already qualified for Olympia. They made a big stink about it on social media, honestly. I got a lot of support. I mean, it was like one of those things, it's like, at the time, it was like, oh man, I don't want to be in all this drama. Like, I didn't even choose this. And I think a lot of people like respected me a lot more for like standing up for myself a little bit, being like, nah, I'll compete when I want. That's whack. There are so many reasons why I compete, right? Well, first off, it makes me happy. I love it. It is so fun to me. I love to be able to inspire people, help motivate somebody to get to the gym, or get somebody into competing by showing competing's fun, you can do it too. Who knows how long we'll all be able to do this, or you never know what comes up in life. I just gotta live for the day and do what makes me happy. And being in the industry and growing my brand and being an ambassador for the sport, I wanna show that, hey, I compete and it's what I love to do. And because it's like not a sport where it's like super competitive, like I go against a certain person like I would in a boxing match, right? It's kind of like a group of girls come together and we kind of give our best. Goals for this year, to compete a lot and to piss everyone off. Goals.
Twice as many shows this year.
Yeah, twice as many. It was just gonna be like 4, but now after that, do twice as many. This steak is ready to be put on the stove. So I gotta know, are there any meal prep tips that you would like to share? Please let me know in the comment section below, because your girl wants to try new things and new ways to prep the food and make it taste good, as long as it's not fish, because we don't do fish up in here, okay? No seafood, no fish, you know the deal. Anyway, leave them in the comment section below. Just feel like, you know, it looks great on this shirt, so I'll keep it, you know? I'll keep it. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was kind of fun to have you guys in my kitchen and, you know, all that good stuff. It's always nice to prep with a friend, food prep with a friend. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe and do all those YouTube-y things, you know. Follow me on the gram of Insta, the Insta Grizzle, Ashley K Fit. And until next time, I will see you later.